What up, everybody? Josh Shipp here. Today is the day that you make a decision if the Pro Speaker Seminar is right for you. So let's cut all the hoopla. Let's cut right to the chase. Let me explain to you what the Pro Speaker Seminar is, and most importantly, and most awesomely, what it's going to do for you and your speaking career. So the seminar is going to be July 16th, 17th, and 18th. That is a Friday, a Saturday, and an optional Sunday, which I'll tell you a bit more about later on in the video. It's going to be held in San Diego, California. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be 70 degrees. How do I know it's going to be 70 degrees? Because it's 70 degrees every single day of the year in San Diego. And it's going to be held at the Hard Rock Hotel, which is super cool. It's in a great part of town, and we're going to have a great time there. All right, so check it out. You have two options, and I am calling them appropriately awesome and super awesome. So I'll do a bit of a side-by-side comparison here so you can understand your two options. Now, with both options, you're going to get admission to the two-day seminar at the Hard Rock in San Diego. So let's define very specifically what we're going to cover at this two-day seminar. Day one is basically going to be everything that you need to know about how to make a living speaking about your expertise. So we're going to define what your market is, right? Who specifically is it that you are going to be talking to? Is it schools? Is it businesses? Is it young entrepreneurs? Is it college students? And not only who your audience is, but more importantly, who that you need to be contacting to get you hired to speak. Right? Because it's one thing to figure out who your audience is, but it's another thing to define and understand how to locate and how to communicate with that potential client. I will teach you how to do both. We're also going to define your message, right? Once you get hired, what is it specifically you're going to talk about? What is your message going to be about? How to structure it, how to have confidence within your speech, how to title your message appropriately to get you hired. This is something a lot of people, don't put enough emphasis on and understand the importance of, but I'm going to teach you how to do that. We're also going to talk about marketing your message, right? Because as we've discussed, you can have the greatest message in the world, but if no one hires you to do such, you're not going to make a difference to an audience, and you're not going to be able to make a living so you can continue to do it over and over and over and over again. So as you can imagine, a bazillion topics we're going to cover here. We're going to talk about your website, right? This is something 85% of speakers do completely and totally wrong, and it makes me want to poke my eyes out. I will teach you how to do it in the right way. And by the right way, I mean the way that gets you booked and hired. We'll talk about postcards, we'll talk about demo videos, we'll talk about your fee schedule, how much you should be charging, how you should set that up. I'm also going to talk to you about a really cool strategy and technique I've been using in the last couple years where you don't think of this as marketing as much as you think of it as a campaign, an ongoing relationship with your audience and that potential client. We're also going to talk about the details of speakers bureaus, right? A lot of people have a lot of questions about that. Should I be in a speakers bureau? Should I not? Well, some of you should and some of you should not. So at the seminar, I will help you understand the difference between those two. And if you are someone that should be a part of a bureau, how to approach them, what to send them, what not to send them, when to approach them, when not to approach them, etc. We're also going to talk about the art of speaking, right? Because I guarantee you, I can teach you this stuff to get you hired, but then once you get there, it is up to you. It is up to you to get up on that stage, make a big difference in that audience's life, and make a big impact on that client that hired you and make him or her super stoked and them go around recommending you to everybody. So we're going to talk about what your opening should be like, what your closing should be like, how you can pitch your product in your speech without seeming like a totally, weird salesperson sort of individual. We're talking about things you should never ever do in your speech, things you should always do within your speech. What if you have someone that's distracted or someone that's heckled you? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with big audiences versus small audiences? How is it that you constantly, each time you stand up and deliver that, you have without question 100% confidence in your message? How to deliver your message in a way that will get you booked and has that audience understanding your message, right? Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Very important. We're going to cover that. Also, products to complement your message, right? Here's a great thing. You have something great to talk about, something great to teach people. So obviously, after your speech, they're going to want more of that, right? If you do your job well, which I'm going to teach you how to do, they're going to want more of that, which is cool because then you have the opportunity to make more of a difference in that person's life, and you also, from the business side, make income off of that product you sell them. We're going to cover that, how to do that right. Also, here's another great thing I'm totally stoked about. Something I'm calling 30 days to your first booking, right? Sometimes the issue with a seminar is you go there, you get all this great information, you go home overwhelmed and don't know where to start. I'm going to give you these first 10 steps. These are the things you must do. Check off your list to have a successful speaking business, right? Don't do thing number 4 before you do thing number 1, 2, 3. I will give you that list. We'll talk about your business system, structure, how to manage it. You'll get the contract, templates, all of that. And that, my friends, is just day number 1. So after we all pass out from an overwhelm of knowledge, on day number 2, it's going to be all day, totally awesome Q&A, right? You're at the seminar, you stand up, tell me what your number 1 issue is, we'll pick it apart, I'll give you a solution, boom, we move on, your problem is solved, and we talk about the next person's problem. This is the day that for me is most fun, and for you will be the most valuable, right? This is why I don't have 800 people come to my seminar. I want a handful of people in the room so you can stand up and I can talk about with you specifically your number 1 issue, and more importantly, find that solution. So that's day number 2. So also in both options, you're going to get a copy of all the instructional materials at the seminar. You're going to get this great big fat booklet of all sorts of wonderful knowledge and resources. You're going to get my tested email and phone scripts, things that I use, my private clients use to get them booked. You're going to get easy to use contract templates, right? You need to understand how to have a contract for your speaking engagements so it deals with the deposits and what if you have to cancel, all that taken care of, copy paste for you. Also, this is something I'm very excited about. You, because you're coming to the seminar, get 1 month free of my new upcoming program, Pro Speaker Monthly, right? So what this is going to be is very much like a over-the-shoulder sort of program of what I am doing in my business and with my private clients. So these are real-time techniques and systems that I'm using in my own business. So literally after I've implemented this, you're going to get it delivered in a DVD and workbook format to your doorstep. So these are real solutions, nitty-gritty things to get you booked and to help you with your overall business, right? And if you want to continue being a member, cool, you can do that if you wish. You're also going to, in both options, get a copy of Identity, my newest multimedia product, which will give you an idea of sort of different things that you can do within your business. Now, in the super awesome package, you're going to get two interactive group mastermind conference calls. Now, this is going to be follow-up after the seminar, so you understand what's going on. We can follow up with you about issues that you are getting hung up on. Also, you're going to get exclusive access to Sunday, day number 3, which basically means you're going to meet me at the hotel, we're going to get in a vehicle together, and you're going to come to one of my speaking engagements. Get to see a case study, get to see me in action, why I do certain things, very much behind-the-scenes case study of my success. You're also going to get a one-on-one phone strategy session with my business partner. Now, this is a guy that is sort of a business wizard behind my success. He's going to talk to you and help you figure out some things in your business. You're also going to get a cut and paste mailing list of 250 of my clients. And also you're going to get a full high definition DVD set of the seminar so you can review that and review all of the things that we covered in the leisure of your very own home. In both packages, you get the totally cool, no hassle, 100% guarantee, right? You come day number 1, if you're not stoked, if you don't feel like you got your money's worth, you feel like this isn't for you, cool. Just turn in your materials and we will write you a check on the spot for a full refund, right? I want this to be a no-brainer for you. I'm not here to hassle you, try to rope you into this. I know this is going to be a great seminar for you and be valuable for your business, so I am totally happy to offer you that super cool 100% guarantee. All right, so it's time for you to make a decision. Choose your level of awesomeness below. Choose whichever level of commitment is appropriate for you. And I am very excited about seeing you in San Diego this summer and helping you make your speaking career a success. All right, cool. See you then.